Okay. Oh shoot. I've been live. Okay, I think this is live, so I'm gonna just keep going. But let me hit record so that I can save it. Okay. Perfect. Hey y'all, what's up? This is your girl, Misha Mish, and I'm super excited to be here with you today on the What Are You Eating? So we've been doing a What Are You Eating series here at the Marketing with Me channel, and today I want to dive into what it looks like to feed your finances, okay? What does that look like? So in this What Are You Feeding series, we've really been diving into the 10 areas of the 10 domains of life so that you can practice being healthy in all 10 domains. And so we've gone through a few of them. And today, I want to share with you what it looks like to feed your finances, if you are even feeding them. So, here's the thing. When it comes to what it is that you're feeding, it's because you are either feeding that specific domain of life with good habits or bad habits. And that's why it's so key to look at how and what it is that you're feeding. So when it comes to your finances, would you consider yourself a wealthy person, or would you consider yourself like, do you always tell yourself, oh, I'm broke? Or you tell people that, oh, I'm broke, I don't have nothing. What are you saying about your finances? I had seen a meme. I was scrolling on Facebook and I seen a meme that said, no, you're a different kind of broke. My broke is I can still pay my bills, but then I'm broke. Your broke is you really just ain't got no money because you don't have no income. And so there's levels of brokenness for people. But, and that's, you know, you can laugh about something like that, either because you can relate, or you're laughing about it because it can merely be a joke to you. So maybe you're the type of person where if you have the type of money that you can pay your bills and still have money left over, then that would be a joke to you because you're like, well, how do you not make enough money, per se? You could say something like that. But there are plenty of people that can most likely relate to that meme that said, well, you're a different kind of broke. My broke is I can still pay my bills, but then I'm broke after I pay them. Because I can still pay my bills and eat seafood. I think that's what it said. And so, something to laugh about. Usually things that are funny to me would be something that I can relate to. Things that are odd to me is because I don't quite understand it. And so, think about what you tell yourself. Would you reshare something like that because you could relate to it? Or is this something that you're kind of like, well, that's kind of odd? Because you got to think about it here. I know that there are a lot of financial gurus who believe in the get rich quick type of circumstance. Now, I believe that there is a such thing as a quantum leap effect. So, just because I had actually met a person who, she said, 2 years ago, she was homeless and she could barely buy money for food. And so to this day, so that was like 2 years ago from today. And so now she says, and everyone else considers her a millionaire because now she's making $24,000 a week on average. And so sometimes she will have larger months than others. And it's only getting bigger and bigger each month. And so that's a thing. There are people who will experience or who can experience that quantum leap effect. And it works for them. And those who don't experience that, what are the habits that you're feeding your finances? Do you maintain a budget? I know when I was broke, it was because I didn't have a budget. I never actually adhered to a budget. And so I was whenever I received money, I only spent all of it. Bad money habit, right? What else? What are you feeding your finances? Do you have a wealth portfolio where you have, one of your streams of income be able to put into an investing account for you same day every month, and it just operates like clockwork? That would be like using a wealth portfolio. Are you able to do that? That's a good money habit. That is feeding your finances. Do you have more than one stream of income? Some people only maybe just work one job and they don't really have other sources of income coming in. That would be a bad money habit, because there's no way to live in this world with just one way to receive income and still live. Now, one piece of income that you are receiving satisfies you, let me know what that is, because for all my years of living, that's what my mama taught me. With all my years of living, I had never seen one stream of income work for everybody. Actually, those who are wealthy have multiple streams of income. So I know that should go without saying, but many people just do not know that. Also, think about what it is that you feed the other side of it, the negative side. Do you have lots of debt piled up? You have more debt than you do income. So your debt's all the way up here, but your income stops here. And it doesn't fluctuate, it doesn't keep going up. Eventually, it just stops right here. But your debt keeps going up because you have bad money habits. That would be a bad money habit, and you are feeding your finances negatively when you just accumulate debt piece after debt piece after debt piece. So something to consider. What it is that you are feeding your finances. Okay? Are you using the compound interest effect where your money is being compounded? Are you on that side of the spectrum where, if I put my piece of money here, the compound effect will happen. So it's going to grow. Your money is getting that compound effect. Because think about it. There are those other businesses that give you loans and they will take from you. That's called interest. And you will pay a high interest fee amount and they are just taking from you. They are not helping you. So when you decide in your mind that you now need to go get a loan because you didn't have enough money in the first place, because you only have this one source of income or maybe two, but you have bad money habits, you're not living on a budget, and so now you need to get this loan with a high interest rate. So all the money that you do get, you're going to end up paying that loan back and some more, and then you're back to zero all over again. What are you feeding your finances? You have to look at that. On the other side of it, when you're feeding your finances and it's becoming healthy, you're able to have set up wealth for your children. You're able to set up businesses. This is feeding your finances in a healthy way. So I have children, they have a 529 account. I'm setting up custodial accounts now for them, and we'll be putting money into their Roth IRA. They will have money when they're teenagers, hundreds of thousands. And I will make them an employee. Actually, I will probably create a business for them so they can be an employee and pay themselves. They will have their own bank account. And if they want to use that business as they get older, they will be able to do that because I've already set that up. These are good money habits where you're putting your money in grand places for it to grow, or it's for someone. So that account will be for them. I'm not going to spend it. I don't need to use their credit, social security number to get a credit card so that I can jack up their credit. This is what people do. I have actually talked to a person who said that his dad did that to him when he was younger. He's now 55 years old. But when he was younger, before he turned 18, his credit was shot because his dad took his social security number and maxed out his credit before he was even 18. And so he lived his whole life just paying cash for everything because he couldn't pay for anything on credit. He couldn't use his credit for anything because his parents jacked that up for him. So, something to think about. I just want you to think about what it is that you're feeding your finances and be sure that you set up the right accounts for yourself. Think about multiple streams of income where that can come from. Dimensions of income, honey. Like just going from one to the next, to the next, to the next. Multi-dimensional income. That's what I want you to think about, okay? That's all I have for now. So until next time, ciao.